Welcome back. I've got Tyler Suford in the studio with me, the founder and curator of Taste Magazine, which is based here in the Twin Cities. Tyler walks us through how he started the magazine. We walk through his design choices and where he draws his inspiration from, especially the inspiration from other artists that he gains. We talk about the importance of physical media and being able to hold something tangible in your hands and wonder where it came from, how much thought was put into it, how much time it took to create this thing. It's a super, super interesting conversation. We get to talk about the travel he did on behalf of the magazine. We get into what's next for Taste and what's next for Tyler as he continues to pursue his design dreams and his media goals. So please enjoy season 3, episode 16 of A Whole Nother Story podcast. Tyler, what's up?
Not much. Excited to be on here.
Hell yeah. Well, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yes. But it's exciting. I'm excited to be back in the chair. Like, tell me what's new with you.
Well, I mean, nothing too much. Just mostly magazine related stuff. Dropped the second issue of Taste, the indie mag I run, and then came back from Holland not too long ago.
Yes.
Went to Netherlands for 2 weeks and just kicked it. Did some magazine stuff there. But yeah, what about you?
Hell yeah, we're gonna get into all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I have been working. I went to San Francisco
Mm-hmm.
to see my sister recently, and yeah, just hanging out.
Fun. What do you do for work?
I work at a PR and comms firm called POV Agency. It's small. It's only 6 of us. We have a lot of random clients, and we do a lot of random things.
Dope.
Like we produce a podcast for one. We'll do PR for another. Exec visibility. Learning all of the ropes. It's kind of fun. So yeah. Okay, so how we know each other though? Like, of course, there's a magazine. I've been to an event, which was awesome. But we go back to St. Thomas, of course.
Yep.
Roll Toms.
Hell yeah.
Roll Toms. What do you remember? What class it was that we had together?
Intro to film, I think.
Intro to film. I must say, I don't think either of us were very engaged in that class, because like we both clearly kind of had what we wanted to be doing, and he was like, no, this is the project we're doing. You're setting up your lights, you're shooting, you're editing. And we were kind of just like, eh.
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't care. I wasn't even like a DEMA major at that point. I was still like had finance dreams, but fucked with Dr. Greg, like, you know, like he was super cool.
Indeed. And the ticket system, can we just give a minute to explain? You basically get to choose your own grade. Okay? This isn't like you make fun of the business kids. I'm one of those too. But this class, he was like, here are all of the projects we are going to do. If you complete them with these steps, here's your grade. Like if you complete this many, you get an A. You complete this many, you get a B. Whatever. So it was like choose your own adventure. Very great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it worked well.
I mean, I like the system. I still managed to procrastinate and get a lower grade than I had given myself, but
fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that happened too.
Class.
Okay, so we are here today though to discuss Tyler, your background, and how you got to where you are, which is producing Taste Magazine. So give me a little bit of background. Where'd you grow up? First of all, how'd you get into your finance dreams? And we'll go from there.
So I grew up in Brooklyn Park, so not too far from here. And yeah, I went to St. Thomas with you. Came in with my Wolf of Wall Street dreams. And freshman year, I interned at a wealth management firm called North Rock. And I just hated it. You know, I'd always been like kind of more of an artsy person and been into like drawing, painting, and like marketing in general, I guess. And actually, I've never even told him this, but like I had a class, I did have a class with Spencer, I think his name is, but he was on the podcast.
Yes, Spencer, shouts out.
Yeah, and he was like making like all this fucking crazy ass music and like touring. And this was like freshman year, and I was like, holy shit, like I'm not living the life I want to live. You know, I have to do something where I can express myself. So yeah, moved to marketing and design, started teaching myself outside of class because I still had to just finish and get my business degree.
Mm-hmm.
Then interned at a few agencies, and then got into my gig at Edition Studios. Worked there for 2 years, and that was like branding and design for luxury markets. And that's really where I like kind of grew um, my passions for like editorial and like fashion and kind of more luxury design work. And I left that a couple months ago. Now I'm freelancing, which fun word for unemployed.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
But yeah, I've been doing the magazine for the last year and a half. Issue 2 just dropped. You came to the event
Hell yeah.
through a dope ass event at Harmony, and yeah, just been chilling.
Yes. So what? Okay. First of all, tell me what the event setup looked like. Like, how did
Mm-hmm.
that come to be? Who did you need to pull this all together?
I mean, event coordination is no joke.
For real.
I had already
For
like
real.
been to Bar Harmony a few times,
Yeah.
but then they closed down. So I reached out and saw if we could do like a private event because I know they were doing those. And then Eric, the owner, super cool guy. He does like a ton of dope creative work too. He just kind of helped me put it together. And then yeah, I just had to hire a DJ, market it, make a flyer.
Hell yeah. And the DJ ended up being a kid from my high school.
Oh really?
Let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude. T-Bone's awesome.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor. That's how I know. He was my sister's age though, so a little
Okay.
older, but he has a sister my age. And I said, "You're Trevor." And he said, "Yeah, who are you?" No, don't worry. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
No, yeah.
So fun. That's how
He's dope.
that shit works here, especially here. Such a
Mhm.
small like market. Do you think starting your magazine in this market gives you more freedom, or is it a little more like isolating?
I mean, when I like first started it, I was still in school. No, I just graduated, and at that point, it felt a little isolating because like you're kind of like bootstrapping a lot of like the process by yourself, and but the second issue was completely different, like way more collaborative. Opened so many doors for me, like outside of the magazine, even like just getting to meet people in like the creative and marketing sphere. Uh, so yeah, yeah, it's been a very collaborative process. So.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And you were just invited to Holland, you said? For the
Mm-hmm.
magazine awards. What was the name of the award program?
It was the Printed Vision nomination, and it was the Hungry Eye Gallery. Basically, Rotterdam does like Art Week every year. So I just won like a print award for this gallery's like printed initiative. So went there, showed my work along with like some other photography and artists. But yeah, that was super dope. That was an eye-opening experience too. Like an experience I wouldn't have gotten to be a part of without the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Super cool. Did you apply to the program, or did they like find you?
So I featured Talia Reed, who's a photographer from Minneapolis, but she moved to Amsterdam, I think, a couple years ago.
Sweet.
And she works with the gallery. So she actually pushed Taste forward for that. So shout out her. But yeah, honestly, like there's so many random things that have like, I don't know, like I've attracted because of the magazine. So I think, yeah, if you just like, I don't know, put stuff out there, like things will come to you versus like you always having to like, I mean, I'm someone that I feel like I'm always reaching out to people and emailing and DMing. So it's nice to have like other people vice versa that.
For real. Like it's one connection. It's one person and you never know where it comes from. It is the weirdest place. Like me knowing you're DJ, right?
Yeah.
Like show up.
Mm-hmm.
Show up. And
do you feel like
find it.
The podcast has been like, I mean, where is that at in terms of like isolating and collaborative?
Honestly, well, it's fun. A lot of the reaching out for guests I've done on my own, but I'll have people be like, "Oh my gosh, the podcast! I've seen clips. I've seen the clips, or I've listened," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like people I would never expect.
Yeah.
Also, a couple of people I've like who I haven't talked to since high school, I like have been on, and I'm like, honestly, it's great to connect with people because I think I was rather shy in high school. Actually,
Yeah.
like it was pretty much a blur. But now I'm like at the point where I'm like, if we had a high school reunion, I would be there. Like, I just want to know what people are up to.
Oh yeah.
And maybe I'm just nosy, but I think it's more of like the collaborative. Like, I want to hear your story. Like, you never know where people are gonna end up. So that's part of the reason why we're here too.
Yeah.
Because especially Gen Z, especially interests me
Mm-hmm.
because of how much shit we've been through since day one. Like, recession when we were children, like, we were just playing the Wii while everyone was off fighting their financial demons.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but like, they cut arts programs when we were kids. Like, it was a big deal and it was formative throughout, like, global pandemic when we were transitioning into college. Class of 2020 had it 10 times worse than 2021. I don't want to hear it.
I was class of 2021.
No,
Yeah.
for real?
Have you ever seen those memes where it's like class of 2020 talking about how they never got a senior graduation?
Yes, and I am that meme.
Mm-hmm.
I bring it up often because my girlfriend's 2 years younger.
Yeah.
So I'm like, please.
You wouldn't even know.
Please. And I like have attended other graduations since then. I'm like, I lost something once. Just kidding. So I'm obviously over it.
Mm-hmm.
How has it been collaborating with other people from our generation?
I mean, it's been cool. It's usually like a pretty natural process. I think collaborations, you have to like toe the line of like what's genuine to like whatever brand you're building, and like what's just kind of like, okay, am I just trying to like reach wider audiences and it doesn't really fit into the story I'm telling?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to be like more selective about like collaborations, because like a magazine, it's a very collaborative thing. Obviously, you're featuring other people's work. So yeah, it's been a really cool way to connect with people I look up to. A lot of local stuff happening, so I get to like discover artists like, I didn't know about before.
What did it look like putting together the first issue?
Mm-hmm.
Where was the idea from, and what made you go like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna do this? Because sometimes that's the hardest part for people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think like the first hurdle was just like, I guess, getting over like, I mean, I'm sure like just putting work or creative content out there, like it's kind of vulnerable. Yes. So like getting over the obstacle of like, okay, well, I'm gonna put this out. Don't really care if like, my classmates or coworkers see this. And then after that, it was just, damn, well, now I gotta figure out how to make it happen. So there's no really blueprint. I was asking a lot of my homies like that are, kind of in the photo/art world. Hey, do you want to help me like create this thing? And kind of just happened organically. Mm-hmm. The second issue was like a lot more comprehensive than like the first one. Mm-hmm. Like did a ton more shit. But yeah, first one was cool. It was like right after we graduated. So
yeah. So you're inspired mostly by fashion design. What else goes through your thought process when you're laying out the magazine?
A huge part of taste is, bringing things back to the physical. So I think I was just having this feeling, along with like, I think a lot of other people in our generation, we just consume so much content, and not all of the digital content we consume has like a filter. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, it just feels it feels nice to just hold something physical, and being able to spotlight other people that are doing physical experiences like this even, is really important to us. So making sure it fits in that narrative. Another important thing is like spotlighting like local work. Mm-hmm. So we do a good mix between international and local work, but I think people usually think of US creative talent in terms of like East and West Coast, but I think the Midwest has like a really unique perspective on what's happening, I mean, the country's been through a lot of shit, but I feel like Minnesota and the Midwest, it's just like so unique, like, I don't know, people like are ready for like a new perspective on art and design.
Speak on it. Speak on it, because everyone, like, outside perspectives, whenever I meet someone from either coast, their first question is like, oh, you're from Minnesota, what do you do there?
Dude, literally, bro, I actually hate when people kind of hate on Minnesota, especially if they're from America. Like if they're from like LA, they'll kind of be like, oh, you're from Minnesota, like, but
yeah, what do you do there? Hello. No, I'm like, I never really have an answer either. And I'm like, well, we have lakes. Mm-hmm. But like the truth is because, we might not be as nationally recognized and like doing whatever the hell we want. Well, that's the reason we're doing whatever the hell we want. Like we have to be very creative. It's almost like, there are these boundaries that are expected or like that exist in the suburbs, but then those who it makes for a really strong community
Mm-hmm.
that can then support you to go and pursue things like this.
Yeah.
Like, it is a very privileged place to be, but yeah, a
Mm-hmm.
creative one too.
Yeah, no, I think there's something special happening in Minnesota. And I think something I like too is like, I don't know, East and West Coast, like the culture there is so fast paced. And I just feel like because it's so oversaturated, you just have all these like ideas of what your product is supposed to be like or where you're supposed to be at. But here in Minnesota, since the creative scene maybe isn't as developed, like you really do have time to like explore and experiment and yeah, pull on connections and just like make cool shit with friends. Um, and I think that yeah, that's reflected a lot in like the local artists we work with. Man, this podcast really probably makes you like pretty confident talking to new people.
It has,
Yeah.
honestly, because like I was saying, I feel like I was kind of shy. And I
Hmm.
think what really brought me out of that was performing, singing
Yeah.
was one. Um, and post pandemic and realizing that I didn't have to study business just because it was safe.
Hmm.
And I can go and do a creative thing and put enough time into it to become good at it and make it a living. And this isn't monetized yet. So I'm speaking
Hmm.
from nowhere. But like, I think it's similar to what you're experiencing right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
No. Totally. Same thing with the magazine. Like, yeah, I don't do this for money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think yeah, if you're passionate about it, like, I mean, this is very closely related what you do kind of for work, like
Yeah.
maybe a little different, but kind of same for me. Like, this has opened up like doors in my like actual career as a graphic designer. So I think I don't know, having like a side hustle or passion project like this to work on, um, really will help set you up for success in whatever you're doing.
Yeah. What are some of the graphic design projects you've had recently?
Well, I've only been freelancing for like 4 months now.
Mhm.
So my projects aren't as exciting as when I was an agency, but working with the brand lab, which I was telling you about,
Yeah.
they do dope work transitioning people of color into marketing and creative professions.
Yeah.
Working with some realtors, and then what else am I working on? So I still have like creative agencies on retainer, so that's about it. Nothing too
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
But
That's
my main
cool.
client over the past like year and a half was Rise Music Festival. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're like a EDM and lantern festival in the Mojave Desert.
Mm.
So that was really cool to work.
Tell me more about the Brand Lab,
Hmm.
because I've heard of them, but it was when I was still in school and it wasn't really on my radar. What are they doing? How many people or artists are they like running through their program
Hmm.
at a time?
They basically partner up with corporations and agencies to create spaces for students and young people of color to find creative jobs. Obviously, because of like systemic reasons, sometimes minorities don't always have the same opportunities. So that's where I got my start in advertising. Um, and yeah, Kelly Williams started it. It's a really dope organization. I was with Bold Orange at my time there,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just a dope crew that puts all that stuff together. They do like conferences too, where like a lot of the marketing world would come and just hear talks about whether it's like DEI or like what's happening in the marketing world. Uh, but yeah, really cool stuff.
Yeah. What got you specifically interested in advertising, and how do you balance like the capitalism side of it versus the creative side of it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like the slimy thing about marketing, right?
Right?
Um, I featured a girl named Morgan Billuart in the magazine, and she's a French writer. She's now in Berlin, but she talks about this in her podcast and book, Becoming the Product.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically just talks about like towing the line between, okay, I have a product or service. How do I make it accessible to people while still staying authentic to what my craft is?
Yes.
And I think it's so hard, especially in this age of content, to balance those things.
Mm-hmm.
I think just being selective about what you're putting out, I think we all feel this pressure to put out quantity. And I just think for everyone I see succeed, that's not the differentiator.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, you know, if something can be said about any of your competitors, it doesn't need to be said about you. Like, you don't need to be putting out like redundancy type items. And just be authentic, be yourself. Like, I don't know, people like seeing unique, weird stuff. So
For real.
yeah, take risks, I guess, in what you're putting out. But I try not to put out too much digital content with Taste because like we like the physical experiences. So, you know, brand collaborations and in-person events are something I'm trying to lean more into.
Yes. And I think it's something that our generation needs.
Mm-hmm.
We need it so desperately.
Dude, yeah. Like I feel like we're lacking like community because of all the digital shit we
Yes.
consume.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's why I came to your magazine. Let me tell you, I was so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So extremely nervous to show up because no one was going to come with me, or was not available.
I love that you came by
And I
yourself.
was
That's
like,
so dope.
I better show up because, first of all, I knew I wanted to ask you to be on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, I'm like, I'm going to go hear from a bunch of people who are probably also creative because they want to be here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very special. And that's what I'm looking for. More in-person events.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, especially like if you're marketing a brand, like that's what people remember too, like they feel like they're a part of, I mean, they are a part of something, and I just feel like we're quickly leaving the age of marketing where like a fire ass Instagram feed is like what cultivates an audience. I feel like people don't really care about as much what you post anymore, and it's I think really how like you're engaging with people in real life.
Right. It's not the audience like deciding what culture and what advertising is anymore. It's the brands. They have a little bit of data on something, so they're going to lean everything into it. And it's like, oh, I guess that's the trend now.
Yeah.
It's like they're swaying everything. And this is like, tell me if I'm wrong, but my prediction, and I bet you there are articles on this, is that like all of these brands are also starting to like open their own creative studios and like become full production houses. And I'm like, step aside Paramount, streaming, etc. Like literal brands are going to start dominating in this area, especially like the athletic brands. Like Under Armour announced the House of whatever recently, and I'm like, that is going to take off because then those people who already have a platform maybe but are looking for more than just being a creator, can go aid the brand themselves. And like, anyways, that is my prediction. And
dude, no, yeah, that's
here.
already happening. Like that's 100%. I see that. I think like, yeah, the ability to adapt and put out whatever type of content you want is really important for brands right now, and that's why they're building these fucking insane in-house teams, which can be bad for agencies, but good if maybe you're an independent freelancer or maybe like a content creator. Like a lot of people are looking for like micro influencers now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think that's true. If you're not in studio or in-house, you're probably moving into the gig economy, which I hate that word, but
it's crazy. It is crazy too.
It's so fun getting to see your vision come to life. And not even my vision, everyone that touches on the projects, like everyone's vision come together and your ideas change each other. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you feel this way with the podcast, but I think once you finish something, it's always like you're thinking about the next thing almost. So
Yes.
I don't know if I'm like satisfied with how the brand is right now, but in a good way, like I'm just excited to keep transforming it.
Yes. Yes. So what's your timeline on another issue?
That's a good question. Still planning that,
Okay.
but I'd ideally like to do a summer drop.
Yes.
Do some fun events leading up to that.
You don't need to get specific.
Yeah, I know.
They
I'm thinking
can
of like
wait.
I don't
They
want to
can
promise
wait.
anything, but
because you got to keep a little bit of that like sneakiness too when you're launching something physical.
Yeah.
People need to show up. Incredible.
Did you have fun at the event though?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I met a couple people. Shout out Sammy. As Sammy was like the main one that I talked to because he was also there alone.
Oh, cool.
Waiting for a friend. And it was a really good conversation. And now like, you gain a couple Instagram followers, but not in a way that's like you see other creative people in the city,
Mm-hmm.
living in different ways that you might not be.
Yeah.
Like we never would have crossed over otherwise.
Cool. Yeah, glad to hear.
One of my favorite things, you brought props for me.
Yeah.
Let's walk through them. Well, first of all, this right here
Mm-hmm.
is Taste Volume 2. This is my copy of Taste Volume 2. Let's go in the flesh. If anybody wants to read it, see it, look through it, it's here. You know where we are.
Yeah. This is issue 2, The Red Winter. We go across like art, design, and fashion and spotlight a lot of the cool work happening in Minnesota. So if you're into it, tap in, you know?
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Prop time.
Mm-hmm.
So, people on video will do our best. Or people audio only. We will do our best to describe. Here we go.
Yeah. I brought some of the things that are inspiring me as of recent. This is the first item. This is Fresh Eyes. These are by some new friends I met, Linda and Laura. And it is just like contemporary art and photography that's happening. We got Aaliyah's book. I just thought it was like a lot of cool like graphic design elements. Here, you can go through it too. I don't know.
Aaliyah.
Yeah. And then what else we got here?
I'm looking. So these are. How do you feel about the term coffee table book?
I like it. Yeah. I mean, because it's weird because it's like, I know these are all magazines, but it doesn't really feel like a magazine, you know, when it's like pretty high quality. And I don't know. Honestly, like a lot of these books like have a lot more intimate photography. That was something I kind of realized when I was in Netherlands, that the art scene is just way different there.
Yeah.
Especially Rotterdam, which is like, I would say, a more alternative city compared to like Amsterdam. There was just like a lot of cool intimate work on like the walls of the galleries I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, like you wouldn't really see that here in Minnesota, but I think it's cool. Yeah. But we also have a magazine curated here.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of the huge inspirations for Taste because they do a really good job of balancing like editorial writing with, you know, fashion, design, product. And for each of their issues, they pick out like a special curator.
Mm-hmm.
And they have some crazy ass names on here. This one is Cecile Bonson. She runs a fashion line, but it's cool seeing like what these like kind of art giants are into and like what they're consuming. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for my Glenn Martin's one, and he's doing like a ton of work with Margiela right now.
Oh, this is so satisfying to the hold and the
oh yeah,
the type of paper.
It's expensive paper.
Love.
Yeah, that's another thing they don't tell you about print, and like, dude, it's just so expensive. Like even like, and especially if you're like a small independent like brand, like your margins get pretty fucking thin.
Correct. Yeah, we're not making money off this. No. But and it's only gonna get worse, so that's fun. No. But to think about the positives, honestly, what attracts you to these different types of books and pieces that are inspiring you?
I think when I start like, whether it's like for fun or client work, I always start my design process with like inspiration research. And it's so much more fun to flip through something than to like go hop on Pinterest or Cosmos or Instagram. Like it feels good to like, especially with like physical items, like people really put care into those things versus like, I don't know, an Instagram dump or something. So I would say that that's like what draws me. I think there's just like a lot more energy and like intention attached to it. But yeah, bring it back to the physical.
And this studio is honestly like my version of physical media too. Obviously, like the microphones, I never thought of myself as someone who would own that. This CRT TV behind me,
hell yeah,
classic. Can you hear that? How empty it is back there. Incredible. Like that's from my childhood. One time I was sick, my parents put it in my room so that I could like have something to do while I'm laying there. And it never left my room. And like that was so developmental to me. And now like collecting VHS, like when I see a good one at the Goodwill for $1, I'm like, hell yes.
Yeah.
Like part of me, how do you also balance collecting physical media versus like becoming cluttered?
Mm, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I do balance it well. I'm
Mm,
kind of like a hoarder, I guess. I
fair
buy a
enough.
lot of stuff. Like, I have an insane amount of like magazines and coffee table books in my room.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't know if I do balance that well.
That's okay, and you
Yeah.
don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hopefully, like the housing market crashes a little bit and recovers in a way that our generation will be able to buy houses.
We not owning shit, bro.
No, exactly. I'm like, you need somewhere to put those books
Yeah.
though. Time to start a library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be fun. Event space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is next for Taste? I asked about the next, or I guess what's next for Taste? What's next for Tyler?
Well, I feel like those are like pretty intertwined with taste. I think just like scaling. Uh, love to figure out the whole distribution game. I would love to do way more like in-person events. I was just recently at, I don't know if you've heard of Noise Party in Minneapolis,
No.
but it's like a like live ambient and drone music recording. Like they mix and master it on stage. It
No
was super
way.
fucking cool. I was like so inspired, but I think just finding ways to engage the audience with the brand. Like I love things where it's like the audience is a part of the art, you know?
Yeah.
Uh so yeah, finding out ways to do that. For me, I don't know, just traveling. I like to travel. Taking it slow. What about you? What's new with you?
Hell yeah.
Or what's next for you?
What's next? I have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
So, frowny face, losing this studio in about a month.
Damn.
And I'm obviously trying to get in some more episodes
Mm-hmm.
before we're out of here, but then I'm like, what's next? I am going back to my parents' house, my childhood home, briefly for cash flow reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And because I work remote, I can go wherever I want.
That's
kind
so
of.
nice.
I mean, I'm not exactly like ready to make the jump tomorrow, but I'm like, if an opportunity presents itself, if I like get sick of it here and just need a change of scenery for a while, if like where my girlfriend ends up makes sense for us both to be there, like
Mm-hmm.
that can happen. So it's just like I'm hitting a very transitional phase
Yeah.
and I'm trying to make the most of it.
Yeah.
For one, this podcast. Two, writing has always interested me because I want to be Shonda Rhimes, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Writer, producer,
Yeah.
get those credits. So I'm hoping something like that will eventually help that transition.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're already doing it, you know,
Yes.
so
Yes.
that's sick. And I feel that, God, I feel like I've been telling people I'm in a transitional phase for like the last like 2 years. So,
Right? Because we're stuck in 2020.
yeah, no, literally, like,
Like,
yeah.
I just graduated high school. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We talked a
Mhm.
little bit about like where you get your inspiration, but what else is your driver?
Traveling always like kind of cleanses my palate a little bit.
Mm.
I think my Netherlands trip recently like kind of reignited the importance and value of like taking risks with the stuff you do. Um, I think most of us have an idea of like what works well in our respective spaces and like what's like safe, and I don't know, like what is art? I think it's like expressing a point of view, and sometimes I think we forget to like be vulnerable or be risky with the things we put out.
Mhm.
So that's something I want to like lean more into and I value. Um yeah, just being riskier with like the art or maybe the things we feature.
Do you like, would you say you like modern art?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm setting a scene for you. You walk into a modern art museum. You see two canvases next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
One is painted completely black, one is completely white. Is that art?
I mean, I guess it depends, you know,
I don't want
like
to be a jerk. I don't want to
yeah.
be a jerk, but I walk into a museum and I see that and I'm like, somebody's come explain this to me
Yeah.
right now.
No, there's definitely art like that where I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that is art. Um Shit, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
I just did a art tour at the Weizmann Museum,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, they were kind of like going through the history of like like the meaning behind one of the pieces, and I was just like straight up like, man, I don't know what you. That's not that. I see
I'm
the
not getting
blobs on
that.
there, bro. That is not symbolic. But maybe it is to the painter. So
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Right. I need the painter there to explain it to
Yeah.
me, or mm-mm. And
Mm.
that's why we go to live events.
Yeah.
Joking. Oh my gosh. No. Also, I had a full-on panic attack at the Tate Modern Museum. Don't know why to this
Mhm.
day, and I had never had one before. And I was
Really?
like, "What is going?"
It's a scary place to like have one.
Yeah, getting vulnerable here at the Modern Art Museum. So now I'm a little bit jaded. I'm like, it
Fuck
must be
modern art. Yeah.
dangerous. It must be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Fight or flight happened to me at a modern art museum.
Damn. Do you remember like what you saw that triggered it, or?
No, not at all. I don't think I was even looking at art at the point. I was by this giant spiral staircase.
Mm.
But it wasn't like open spiral. It was like coming out of the wall. I don't know.
Freaky.
Okay, I asked this to everyone, and we could probably spend a whole nother episode on this.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you consuming in media right now?
Well, I try to consume as much like physical stuff as I can, but I just watched season 2 of The Beef. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Beef? No,
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. I mean, you should watch season 1 if you haven't seen
I
the
haven't
show.
seen season 1, or I haven't seen the show yet. I know Steven Yeun is in it.
I love him.
Love him. Walking Dead. Let's go.
Yeah. Invincible too, if you know
OG.
about Invincible.
I know about it. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, no, The Beef is good. What else? I've been reading Don Miguel Ruiz. He wrote The Four Agreements, but I've been reading some of his stuff. Pretty cool guy. What else? 612 Media. My friend runs there. He does like streaming and YouTube videos, so he drops like funny podcasts and content adjacent stuff. So
Hell yeah.
always tap in his stuff. That's it, honestly.
Incredible. I like that you chose an array.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't just going one direction. I recently just finished The Pit season 2.
That looks good.
It is. It is. I will say this season, I can't say a lot more emotional. And I won't spoil because it just came out.
Mm-hmm.
But Dr. Robbie, one of the main characters, in the first season I liked him. And I didn't think he was that crabby. But then season 2, he has a lot going on emotionally. Obviously. But there are like 7 people across a couple episodes who like voice that they're worried for him. And he's just like, sucks.
Just drained, or?
Yeah, he just is like, okay. He's like not listening. He needs some help.
Damn.
Dr. Robbie. And so it was very heavy emotionally. So
yeah,
that
I haven't seen the show, but season 1 looked like, won like a ton of awards.
Yes, it is really good. You're like, how could, so it's, each episode is 1 hour of a shift. So it's basically like you're living a 15-hour shift.
Oh my God.
You're living it one day. And so I was very hesitant. I'm like, there's no way you can make that interesting enough to stretch one day in one episode or across these episodes. And they did it. And I think that's why it won all the awards, because it's new. No one has done that before.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. I just started reading, plug to my family, Minnesota's Phoenix, from the fall of Braniff to, I don't even know the title, the start of Sun Country Airlines.
Okay.
My grandpa founded Sun Country Airlines.
What?
And he was, yes, well, he was a pilot. And so he was one of the main pilots who founded it and was like running the business side of things until they got big enough that whatever. He passed away in the last few months, but he was inducted into the Minnesota Aviation Hall of Fame, and they released a book on the history of Sun Country. And so he's kind of in there. He's in a lot of it, obviously, because he was helping build it. And so I'm working my way through that because he wasn't a particularly chatty guy.
Mm-hmm.
So most of this stuff I do not know. I do not know. And now after 40 years, they were just bought out by Allegiant.
Mm-hmm.
So Sun Country is no more.
Oh damn!
Or it's about to be. It's about to be no more.
I love Sun
I'll
Country.
give it. Right, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'll give you the whole history when I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a chance that I will be reading the audiobook version. Because why not? I met the authors.
Dope.
And
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, you have a podcast? You should do this."
We should have them on the podcast.
Yes, yes. Ladies, I will. There's 3 of them. So, self-plug. That's what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. Are you into like YouTube at all, or?
Oh my gosh, no. Well, okay, I want to be,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm on the very edge of it. Like, I'm just getting into YouTube.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch YouTube growing up. Not allowed. Not even
Really?
music. I like had to ask if I wanted to go like watch a
Okay.
music video.
Do you feel like that affected you?
No, because I had like a Kindle Fire.
Okay.
So I was watching. That's how I got into TVA more, I think.
Okay.
Okay, what do you watch on YouTube though?
Well, I watched this one guy, Atrioc. You would honestly maybe like he does like marketing Mondays.
Yeah.
So he just kind of goes over like what's happening in the world right now, and they get a little bit more dystopian every week, just because like what the fuck are we living? What type of world are we living in now?
Yes, it sounds great.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I watch a lot of Dave Chappelle stuff. I don't know, love him. He just came to Minneapolis actually. Me and my friend saw him, but he's doing like a press tour right now around. He lives in Ohio, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he lives in like a small town, and like he's like reviving a lot of like the public radio stuff happening around his area.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's cool to see people like push that type of stuff. But other than that, not a huge YouTube person.
Okay, good to know. What is your go-to source for media then?
I mean, I guess like I don't know, probably on my phone. I'd like it to be physical, you know.
Yeah.
I guess I just got to be disciplined about making that my primary source. I just think it's so bad, like the way like our generation scrolls, and yeah.
It's literally affecting us physically too. Like the neck, the tech neck.
Oh my god, dude! Don't say that.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like, hey, it's the lean of this chair. It's not me. It's the chair's fault. No, I'm joking. But also, like, I coach boxing every weekly, just as another side hustle, because can't have enough of them.
That's so cool. What?
The ADHD. But like, I'm like, oh, my wrist, like I'm so arthritic. Ugh. And I go to the chiropractor and she's like, no, it's your phone and it's your computer. She like touches right here. She's like, does that hurt? I'm like, yes. She's like, that's from this. Like, it's fucking up this muscle. So I felt put on blast. So yeah, physical media is going to save your body and your mind.
Yeah, our attention spans are just shriveling away.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
What are you doing to combat that? Personally?
I mean, I kind of do like a lot of, I feel like stuff that grounds me naturally. So I guess, I don't know, like meditate, go for walks. I think anything that's just like short, quick dopamine. I mean, obviously not good for you. So yeah, I don't know if I want to be a podcast person, like, or get into podcasts, but honestly, I don't listen to too many or any at the moment. But
fair enough.
What about you though?
Podcasts are good, and I'm trying to lean more into them too because I make one. I should probably listen to a couple more, and I do. But like I'm trying to expand because I think if you also limit the senses you're using at a time, that's probably better for you too. It's like watching, listening, scrolling,
Oh my god,
moving all at once. Like we're done with that.
The scrolling with the TV on, yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah,
like,
we're done with that.
When I catch myself doing that, I'm like, you're literally like the fat person from WALL-E, you know? Like,
oh my
just
god,
like,
no!
Yeah.
Not WALL-E. Oh, that movie is traumatizing, but real.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, like I have an old CD player, and I stole like a bunch of my parents' CDs. So I'm trying to like instead of getting on my phone in the morning, like hit play on a CD and just like listen. sit there for
Yeah.
a second. Like, wake up. Don't think about too many things yet. Have you heard of it's a product, I think 2 kids from Minnesota. I could be lying to you. Fact check this. It's like a physical thing called the brick, and it like shuts down all of the unnecessary apps on your phone when you have it switched on.
I've seen those ads. I don't know. Does it work? Do you have one?
I don't have one, but
Okay.
I'm like, people who have it are like, hell yeah, it works. It's like you literally can't get to it, and you're not gonna go physically turn off the brick.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just hoping that like we'll have like some sort of like revolution in our lifetimes where we all just throw our phones away. But yeah, I don't know if the brick would work for me. I don't know. I have
you
the
get around it.
I have the screen
time.
Screen time. Dude, I press like ignore every day.
Oh
so
yeah, same. I did delete TikTok though.
Oh.
That was big. That was big for me. Except my screen time's the same. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't think that reflects me.
Nah, dude, honestly, I hate TikTok. Like, I mean, I don't have TikTok either, but I also do not like what Instagram has become, I feel like.
Ugh.
So, hoping that the time comes when we all collectively let go of Instagram. I hope that soon.
Yes. Come on. Okay, so basically what we've gathered from today is don't go online anymore. Quit watching TV while you're scrolling.
Yeah.
Touch some grass and pick up a magazine.
Yeah.
Pick up Taste magazine. Listen to this podcast in your ears or watch it. Don't be doing other things.
Yeah.
Beyond that.
Check out the dope work that's happening in your community. Yeah. A lot of cool creatives.
It's true. Go find them. They're around. And then keep an eye out for the next events. Live podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's dope. Yeah. Bring it back to physical experiences. So
we're going to do that. You're to hear. Awesome. Any last words?
I don't think so. Like, thanks for having me on. This was super fun. Yeah.
Incredible.
I think the stuff you do is super cool. So
thank you. We'll back at you.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
See you.
We did it.
Yeah.
All right.